Kat's here with some sad news, actually, to start. Morning.
Yeah, we're saying goodbye to another giant of football.
One of the best, wasn't he?
In this country, absolutely. Colin Bell, the king of the Kippax. So named because the Kippax stand was one of the most raucous terraces, or the most raucous terrace at Main Road, which is City's old ground, of course. And he was a hero to fans who stood on that terrace between, the late 60s up through the 70s, and of course for generations to come after that. Yeah, morning everybody. Sad news to start with. This morning the former Manchester City and England midfielder Colin Bell has died at the age of 74. United in their League Cup semi-final tonight. The winner will take on Tottenham in the final in years. The Premier League says 40 players and club staff have tested positive for coronavirus in the past week. That's more than double the previous weekly high. All clubs are now to investigate. And the former Leeds Rhinos captain, Stevie Ward, has called for more research into concussion after he was forced to retire from the sport at the age of just 27.
Needed to be known.
What a list of symptoms from that concussion. 27, that's just no age to be having to retire from professional sport, is it? And, of course, Rob Burrow, former Leeds Rhino, and we saw Kevin Sinfield, didn't we, raising all that money for MND. Hopefully, it's tragic that this is happening, but hopefully with all these high-profile cases, Leeds Rhinos may be able to kind of forge the way for the research and the work that needs to be done to protect players and make the sport more safe.
Thank you, Kat, very much. Thank you.
Nearly. And Kat has news on the great Colin Bell. Kat, I hosted an event with him many years ago, and what struck me that evening was how humble he was and how much respect he had from everybody in the room, both past and present generations of professionals, because I never think he fully realised just how popular and famous he actually was.
No, and, for a man his nickname named after a stand because he was so popular among the fans on the terraces in the Kippax, they then voted, didn't they, in 2004 to name a stand after him. His popularity, and I was saying the same thing to the producer today. We've had Jack Charlton, Nobby Stiles, Gerard Houllier just the other day, Toby Docherty last week. It does seem kind of on a weekly basis we're losing some of these legends from the game at the moment. Yes, some more sad news, I'm afraid, to start with this morning. The former Manchester City and England midfielder Colin Bell has died at the age of 74. Mark on the club. Manchester City will wear special shirts in tribute to Colin Bell when they walk out to play Manchester United in their League Cup semi-final tonight. The winner will take on Tottenham in the final. So hopefully we will see some Test cricket in Sri Lanka. No more positive tests, please. We need that on our tellies at the moment.
Thank you. Also what we need on our